One morning, the city stopped moving. Cars were locked mid-turn. Birds hung in the air like photographs. Even the wind refused to blow. But the clocks kept ticking. Time hadn't stopped, just everything else. For me, the only one still moving, it was a world transformed. My footsteps echoed in the unnatural quiet as I stepped out onto the street. It was as if someone had pressed a giant pause button on reality itself. At first, it felt like a miracle. The streets, usually a symphony of chaos, were emptied of their noise. No horns, no shouting, no rush. Just a profound, almost sacred, silence. I walked past frozen faces, their eyes wide, their mouths half open, caught in the middle of a word or a laugh. They were like perfect statues, each one a testament to a single, captured moment. I saw a businessman, his coffee suspended in a perfect arc as it spilled from his cup. A cyclist, balanced impossibly on one pedal. A couple, mid-embrace, their gazes locked forever. It was beautiful and deeply unsettling all at once. I could walk anywhere, do anything. The city was my silent playground. I touched a frozen raindrop hanging in the air, it was solid, cold, like a tiny glass bead. The world was a gallery, and I was its only visitor. The novelty began to wear off as the hours stretched on. The silence, once peaceful, now felt heavy, oppressive. The longer I walked, the stranger it became. This wasn't just a pause. Screens on buildings still flickered with silent advertisements. Escalators in the deserted malls continued their steady climb to nowhere. My phone, a lonely beacon in my hand, still buzzed with notifications from people who no longer moved. Social media updates, scheduled emails, automated alerts, the digital ghost of the world was still running, a machine without its operators. The city was alive, its mechanical heart still beating, but its people were not. The uncanny valley between the living technology and the frozen population grew wider with every step. It felt like walking through a dream that was slowly turning into a nightmare. Then, my perception shifted. I started to notice things that weren't just random. A pattern began to emerge from the chaos of the frozen moments. It wasn't just that people were stopped, they seemed arranged. A man on a street corner wasn't just frozen, his arm was outstretched, pointing directly at a specific building down the block. A woman staring into a shop window wasn't admiring the display, her gaze was fixed on a dark alleyway beside it. I even found a child, his finger pressed firmly against a tourist map on a stand, marking a spot deep within the old industrial district. These weren't individual statues anymore. They were signposts. Together, they formed a trail of breadcrumbs, a silent, citywide message. A direction. And it felt like it was meant for me. My heart pounded against my ribs. Was I meant to follow? The unease I'd felt earlier was now replaced by a chilling sense of purpose. I had to know where this silent path was leading. I followed their silent instructions, my steps sure and deliberate now. Their frozen gestures guided me down stairwells I'd never noticed before, through echoing service tunnels that ran like veins beneath the city's skin, into the forgotten places no one ever visits. The air grew colder, mustier. And there, deep beneath the silent metropolis, in a cavernous, dark space, I found it. The only other thing in this entire city that was still moving, a door. A single, imposing metal door, slowly, silently, swinging open. It was waiting for me. I stood at the threshold, the world above me perfectly still, and faced the moving darkness below. The city may be frozen, but something beneath it is wide awake. Thanks for watching Urban Glitch. Please like and subscribe for more.